Hello, welcome back to Strawberry Jam. Right. Last episode we started this room. Yeah, we got pretty confused in this area. I'm still a bit confused, but I will see if it works out for us. Um, like really, I think I should understand what's going on here, but I sort of don't. Um, to me it looks like after you grab that triangular ringer, you just ultra down here, you do an extended hyper backwards, and then wall bounce from the sideways pink flowers into the into the crystal up there. Then you do a reverse of where the triangular ringer was, and then you wall bounce into the red portal there. Then you do a reverse of here, up diagonal into the purple. Then the bound, you need to do some bounces, I guess. Yeah. So I guess that's what we're gonna be doing this episode. Is just trying to solve this. Yeah, I think we figured out there's some like really weird some weird stuff going on, like depending on really where you let go of that that zipper, you kind of get into a really weird spot. Oops. You get into a very weird spot all the time, so it's almost like you gotta impromptu. You gotta improvise every single reverse that you do from that point on. Something like that. Yeah, and I do see that the doors that are shivering there, which are I think the red ringer doors. You can't really tell, but like, yeah, those are doors that kind of shiver when you collect the red ringer. Those do in fact only go away after a while. Oops, that was early. Yeah, it's like sometimes it's too high, but what? What? Okay, that was a bit awkward. Well, if I were a bit higher, I would have gotten the crystal. But yes, that felt right, actually. I would say it's kind of awkward to have to do an extended hyper. But I think extended hypers are, at this point in the mod, necessary sometimes. I'm not sure they were necessary like a lot earlier. I think there were some advanced maps that required extended hypers. But I don't remember if there were any. I'm almost certain that I think Psychokinetic needed some as well, although I'm not quite sure. Anyway, yeah. Hey, what? That trajectory looked completely wrong. I'm very confused. Wait, what? Do I need to hold right? I might need to hold right coming out of the red portal. Yeah. Yes, because I'll do a wall bounce, so I won't have a dash coming out of the red portal. So I can't dash right into the green crystal. Maybe I need to hold right to be able to have my trajectory sort of like enter it. Either that or my trajectory entering the portal has to be... Either that or the trajectory entering the portal has to be a bit different, but... That really depends on the wall bounce. I'll probably troubleshoot it later if I have to. But let's just hope for now that, you know, it's fine regardless of the entrance trajectory, and it's more so I need to hold right afterwards. Let's hope that's the case. Oh, that looked close. That was too high. Okay. Ooh. Ah, that was early. Okay. Yeah, that was high as well. So like, I mean, it makes sense that like depending on when you let go of the bounce, of the purple of the ziplock. Hmm. Ah, jeez. Okay. Yeah, that one's a bit high, isn't it? Ah, what? That was an early ultra. Ugh. Okay, I almost didn't make it, and then I made it, and then I didn't make it afterwards. Cool. That felt kind of weird. Yeah, okay. Alright. Gotcha. Okay, we have this section down. Well, I say down, I mean more like we understand exactly what to do. And we've done it once. Let's move on. We're almost there. We're almost there. It's like after a reverse here, there's an up diagonal into the bottom set of purple flowers. The bounce off doesn't seem very good though. Like, it seems a bit awkward. Also, I feel like the top. I don't remember if bouncing off a collapsing block activates it. Anyway, yeah, it looks like it's a bounce off the bottom, up dash, and then hit the top set of purple flowers, and then reverse of the reverse of the pink flowers, and then you kind of just land on the pink. Sorry, you land on the purple flowers that are on the ziplock, and then you just kind of, you know, dash out. Looks like it, but I don't quite know. Oh, jeez, okay, that felt awkward. That was a bit high. Whoa, okay. Wrong direction. No, that was early. Yep, good tell. It was late. Alright. I'm trying to... I think I overcompensated there. Oh. Okay, that was a bit late of an ultra, I guess. Okay, let's think about it. I think if I consistently fall down this gap without holding left, then I should dash up earlier, right? I think we should standardize that to... That's kind of awkward. I feel like okay, I think a diagonal will work better because I'll hit the purple flowers a little higher, which gives me a little bit more leniency when it comes to dashing upwards. Oh, not leniency, I'll be a bit higher, which means I'll actually be able to hit the second set of flowers, I think. I went a bit too far left. Yep. I think the general goal... No, I don't know why I said general goal. I didn't have anything to say. Nope, that was a failed wave dash, I think. Whoa, I think I held down there, which is why that failed. Nope, maybe I dashed too early there? Probably. Nope, that was way too late. Ah. Whoa! I think that's what happens if you get like a beta ultra? Does that happen sometimes? Like if you ultra a bit early, but you still make it into the portal, you go a lot faster. And like the later you down diagonal, the slower you'll be. Which makes a bit of sense. It's kind of like the air resistance is slowing you down. So the more time you spend before the down diagonal, the slower your eventual speed will be. I think the science behind that is as you ultra, your speed is multiplied by a certain amount, but because you're wave dashing, as you wave dash, you slow down because of air resistance, or at least that's what the game's physics engine tries to calculate. So the later you do your ultra, the more you have slowed down. Your actual speed at that point is then multiplied by a certain constant, which is why you will be extremely slow after some amount of time. And of course, it's a lot easier to see the disparity with much higher speeds because the numbers are a lot further apart. Ah, jeez. I am late? Okay. A bit earlier then, I guess. Oops. Yeah. Ah, early. Okay, the timings are kind of not really there anymore. I gotta go back to practicing my timings here. Ooh, that was way too fast. But you can sometimes see like, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's me or if it's just like, if it is actually true or if it's just me. Like it sometimes feels like I'm faster sometimes. Depending on when I dash. Like here I'm slower, it looks like. But if I dash earlier, it looks like I'm faster. Like, did that feel faster to you or was it just me? I need to dash right a bit earlier. I could theoretically buffer that, I think. Ah, no, I have to fall for a bit. I forget I have to fall for a bit before doing the ultra. No. Ugh. Ah, I wasn't high enough. What the? Okay. That's kind of awkward, but I thought I already did like a really good wall bounce, but I guess I didn't. I guess I did not. Ah, that was a late ultra, I think. I don't know how precise that ultra has to be. I'm almost certain it's not an instant ultra, because I know I've died to an instant ultra before. I think. That was late. Either that or I was a bit too far right. Maybe it is an instant ultra, and the only issue is that I was too far left at that point. So it felt like an instant ultra would have failed. I don't know. I've tried to not do instant ultras. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oops. Ah, okay. Yeah, is that late? I think I'm late. I think I've been consistently late, which is not good but fixable. Ah! What am I doing? Yeah, what am I doing? That looked okay. Maybe I was late. Maybe my wall bounce was good, but I just wall bounced a bit later. Which is why... Okay. I didn't get my dash back. Nope. Ah, okay, no, I oh. Okay. Nope. Oh, I think that was really close. I thought I saw myself like... Oh! Ah, I keep feeling that reverse. Huh. It's a bit awkward. That was late. I think it is an instant reverse, instant ultra. I think it is. It looks like an instant ultra. Because I can't be like even a bit later. The ultra indicator seems to disagree though. The ultra indicator seems to think it's more of a later ultra. I don't know if it's like a... I want to say quadratic, but I think it's a bit complicated to try and understand how that works. The idea is that if you're really fast at the start and you're really early, then you'll make it. But if you're really fast at the start and you go slightly late, you won't make it. That makes sense. But the later you are, the slower you'll be. So if you're really late and also slow, then you'll also make it. So it's kind of like, is that what's going on? Also, what am I doing? I think that's what's going on, but like, that just feels too complicated. Also, like, I don't even know what's going on here anymore. Yeah, I'm just like consistently failing this now. Interesting. There you go. Okay, that was early. That was just a failed reverse. Typical. Yeah, I think an instant works there. Okay, so hitting it without grabbing will get rid of it. Honestly, I think I could have already figured that out just by the bottom block. I don't want to down diagonal there. Immediately after the second set of purple flowers, I want to just brace for a reverse. Yeah, I can do that, I think. I don't know about brace, because like in reality, I think that bounce is going to be very janked as well. I think it's going to have to be like an impromptu thing. I have to improvise exactly how to do that reverse. I think I dashed too early. Whoa, you see how fast that was? That was definitely a lot faster. So if I did an instant ultra, that didn't feel like an instant ultra, I guess. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't know how I got that much speed. Was that more speed? I can't even tell. That was early? Okay. Unfortunately, I've been on both sides of that spectrum before. I think I was late with the dash, maybe. Oops. That was late. So yeah, you can be both early and late there, and I think the window isn't actually very generous. So, again, more of an impromptu thing. Depends on how your reverse goes. And your reverse depends on how your... I just failed a reverse. Alright, we got really close though. And I do think I will need a down dash to get onto the zip block, so I'm gonna have to brace for that as well. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Jeez. It's two impromptu things going on at once there. The reverse itself is already dependent on the zip block, and then the ultra is dependent on the reverse. So in a way, it's almost like a double pendulum, which I'm pretty sure has come up before in one of the conversations I had. I think it was in Floating Point. I just failed to up diagonal. Huh, okay. Yeah, the floating point I think was every single time you enter a stasis field, your... Is it stasis field, or is it whenever you do a wave dash? I don't know, it's one of the two things. It was either when you enter a stasis field or when you do a wave dash in a stasis field. It's basically like adding another length of another metal rod to the pendulum. So it's like you get more and more uncertainty every time you do something, which generally is the case for every single thing that you do. But in this game, it's a lot more relevant for the things with very low success rates, like those two things. It was too high, I think. I think I want to fall for a bit vertically and then do a reverse. So it's almost like the reverse I'm doing here. That was a lot faster. I think that I got the... Yeah, at this point I want to fall vertically and do the reverse, right? I think I want to do the exact same thing there. Oops. Yeah, okay. Oops, that was late. Oh, I was right. What? Sorry, that was very loud. What was that? Did I die to something? I think there was spikes in the ceiling that I wasn't supposed to hit. That's unfair. I never knew they were there. Also, I think now things have to change again because I made something different to my movement path. Because I'm only falling vertically and doing reverse from that point, I am a lot further to the right. Meaning I reached this vertical sliding wall a lot earlier I have to dash up earlier to get a good wall bounce. And I think it was because of that my wall bounce was very late, which is why I was high and which is why I was so high that I hit the spikes. Ah, nice. I managed to explain everything though. What was? Okay, I think I am trying to buffer the reverse input way too fast. Oh, yeah, see, it's exactly like that. Okay, so... I don't actually know how I really pulled it off. I don't want to have to, like, take that into consideration every time I do one of these things, though. I really want to just be able to do a reverse. That was late. Please just let me do a reverse without having to think about it. Let me do a reverse without having to think about it, please. Nope, I was maybe a bit too far right there. I think I shouldn't have held right then. That's kind of awkward. I think I have to hold right a little bit. I think. Like, visually it looks like that's the case. I don't know if that's true or not, but it looks like it. I didn't get my dash back. Alright. We got really close at one point, but I think we're like straying away again. I was early. Was there a visual cue here? I think there was, right? Yeah, there was. It was the edge of the painting. But I kind of forgot that I used that. Okay, hold on. I was a bit too high, I think. Yeah. Too high or I didn't buffer right. Whoa! That was fast. Nope, that was low? I don't even know. I was too early. Okay. That was late this time. I didn't get my dash back. Whoa! That definitely did not feel right, but I think we made it just because I was... Why did I make that? Oh, that was a really bad extended hyper. Jeez, okay. What in the world? I am late. Okay. I was too early again. I don't know why. I think I anticipated. Okay. Oh, okay. That was way too late, I think. Ooh. Yeah, okay. How am I gonna do this room? I'm kind of just thinking how I'm gonna deal with the hard side and with the Grandmaster difficulties when I'm done. Because like, this is insane already. I was too low, I think. I don't know if there's a visual cue there. I really shouldn't need a visual cue for the heights for a wave dash, honestly. Even if reversed. That shouldn't, you know. I can't believe I keep failing that extended. Why? I don't know. Oops. Yeah, okay. Nope. What did I say my worries were again? Grandmaster? Yeah, like, I think this is as normal platforming can be at this difficulty. Like, you can, every level has a gimmick. And by gimmick I don't mean new mechanic, I mean a gimmick. But this one doesn't. So, this is almost just pure platforming. It's like Melon the Bubble, I think. Alright, I think I should more properly define what a gimmick is. A gimmick is a style a special style that a level is built out of. So for example, Psychokinetic's gimmick is speed. It's a speed map. I guess very technically you can call this map a text spam. In fact, all maps are either speed map or no. A speed map is a text spam map. It's either a stamina map or a text spam map, I think. That's what the two main maps are. But this one isn't really speed, it's text spam. It's not stamina either, clearly. I would call this text spam, this is very much text spam. Anyway, what was I saying? Psychokinetic's gimmick was speed, so was Chromatic Complexes to a certain extent. Fortress Fall's gimmick was stamina conservation, and a lot of maps at this point have their own gimmicks, their own styles. And that is ignoring all the novel mechanic maps, which are maps that just have insanely radical in quotation marks. They have radical ideas, like Keeper Cavortion. That one's a very radical map because you cannot jump in that map. So like, that's technically their gimmick, even though it's also a new mechanic. It just changes the gameplay so much that it's enough to call it a gimmick. But maps like this, for example, and maps like Madeline the Bubble, specifically, a lot of the green expert maps, they don't have gimmicks. They're all very platformer focused, I mean. So if you ignore green maps like System Invalid map exception, if you look at Hydroshock, or Flying Battery, or what's the Metroid one? The Metro one. The Subway Neon. They're all very platform based. And it used to be like that. I think a lot of the maps in Intermediate and Advanced are very platformer based. And what am I even saying at this point? What I'm saying is that, like, this is about as hard as a platformer based level will get any more difficult than this, and I can assure you it's basically a gimmick, gimmicked on its own already. That's why most of the gimmick levels are like expert and above. I don't quite remember. Why did I try an ultra? Jeez. One of the advanced gimmick levels I remember was JavaScript. Yeah, that was one of the gimmick levels I remembered. Technically, you can consider puzzle maps like Lost Woods and Undergrowth. That wasn't really a puzzle map, but it was more a stamina conservation map. Those also have gimmicks, but a lot of it was also very platforming. Anyway, what am I even saying? I'm saying that I like the platform-based levels. The ones without gimmicks, those are fun because my fingers can just do the same thing over and over again. It's not cool or anything, but like, it's comfortable. My concern is that the later I go, the worse it gets. So some of the Grandmaster maps I know to exist are... crap. Some of the Grandmaster maps I know to exist are... for example... Cycle B-side. I keep forgetting to up diagonal again. Okay. Cycle B-side, that one's very gimmicky. You'll know when you get there. There are definitely those that are not gimmicky at all. Those that are very platformer based. I think technically speaking, Kevin Tech Spam is not gimmicky. But it is a speed map, so technically it has a gimmick. You have I don't know what the others are. Jeez. I don't remember the other Grandmaster maps. Of the Grandmaster maps I do know, a lot of them have gimmicks. Oh, nice. Okay, look. Is there something here? Oh, there really isn't. Okay. There's something up there. Probably not. Hey, look at that. Okay, we have more to go, right? Yeah, we definitely have more to go. Anything up here? No. We have a zip lock with speed. Wait, isn't this a caper convulsion trick? The one if you jump and dash horizontally. Or not jump, but if you let go and dash horizontally, you get some speed. How do you do that? I'm not sure. Like that, there you go. Is that what they're trying to teach us? I don't know. There's a lot more of this map to go though, so we're not nearly close to being done yet. There's also definitely something up there. Most definitely. Yeah, berry number 2. Okay, we'll do this next episode. Is this berry number 2? Yeah, you can see a berry glinting in the sunlight. Not a very long room, but I'm sure there's a very fun gimmick to this. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.